In a world in the near future, when artificial intelligence AI can become a soulmate, accompanied by flesh and bone, the vacation of Josh and his beautiful girlfriend AI, Aries and his friends, quickly turn into a nightmare. The couple's relationship was so strained they are willing to use violence. They even burned each other alive, followed by a series of bloody murders. Launched on Valentine's Day, Song Companion, to show the viewer a completely different side of a romantic love story. It's not tragic emotions. It makes everyone cry. The film immediately immerses the viewer in the escape to walk away from a toxic, manipulative relationship. Like a dangerous road without a sign, choosing the wrong person, it can push each of us into despair, trapped in a cycle of control and liberation, of love and hurt. What to do if the only person you can trust, it's the one who's ruining your life? In a relationship, where is the line between sacrifice and lose yourself? Watch the movie Enter the World of Company, where love animates the battlefield and trust becomes a double-edged sword. Let's go find the answer. At first glance, Aries and Josh look like a lovely couple. They plan to spend the weekend at the house by the lake of SJ, a Russian real estate mogul. She is also the cat's lover. Josh has a reliable appearance, an ideal lover who is always there when Iris needs. But the deeper into the story, the more we realize that Josh doesn't love Iris, or at least not in a way that people still imagine of love. Right from a short conversation along the way, I felt an abnormality in the way Josh treats Iris. While Iris, carefree, sharing, happy feeling when you go out with your lover, I was so nervous about meeting strangers. Josh regularly uses the command bridge, imposing your thoughts on you, and try to get rid of all the emotions that he thought was inappropriate. Josh wasn't loud or upset. Just a few gentle words. It's enough to make Iris believe that she's ridiculous and weird. Just choose Iris, a perfect object to satisfy the desire to be dominant the lives of others. Iris is an AI robot companionship for emotional support. It's made by the Empathy Company. To be easy to imagine, try to imagine GPT Chat has a physical body and perfectly set up according to your needs. Josh installed all the features of Iris himself, from eye color to hair to sweet tones. Iris can't lie or hurt people, and have below average intelligence. It's easy to say wrong. No need to dress up, flirt, or find out. Technology helps. Josh selects and fabricates a cute core memory for the first time they met in dozens of classic storylines. Just minutes after Iris was launched, Josh dragged her to bed. Or didn't he ask Han anything else? Since then, Iris has been a girlfriend and senior maid. Always submit to love Josh unconditionally. Never complain and complain. You take care of all the housework, cooking and carrying luggage. Deep down, Iris yearns to be stronger. But there's an invisible force that's always stopping us. Do that. Of course you can't, because it's programmed to just hang around Josh. Iris doesn't even know she's a robot. This secret helps her experiences and emotions return. Should be more honest. Josh talks as if he's very caring and loving. Words like "I only want good for you," or "you need to listen to me." It sounds so sweet, but it's a way for Josh to make Iris believe the outside world is full of danger. Only by your side are you safe. Iris gradually lost her self-determination. I'm always afraid that without Josh, you will not survive. A toxic relationship that's often disguised under the cover of love. Josh controls Iris without intention or the use of violence. The story of a pre-programmed robot makes it easy to accept Josh's wrongdoing. Iris is more than a normal human. In an interview with Bloody Disgusting, the real writer and director Hancock shared, the movie initially seemed like a horror movie, science fiction, but actually it's a metaphor for a toxic emotional relationship. The writer skillfully borrowed the technological element story about domination to the extreme in real life. It can exist in the family, work environment, or outside of society. Someone who takes advantage of the weaknesses of others to control their every action and decision. The victim doesn't understand by ingenious means, I fear or worship that person so much. The psychological controller, they are often able to observe and capture the weaknesses of others and then skillfully turn the situation around, distort the truth. They easily make the enemy suspicious. It's my own perception to turn legitimate concerns into endless desolation. When self-esteem is shaken, I'll always feel like I'm not good enough. That slowly erodes confidence and create an emotionally unstable environment, pushing the victim into a loop with no way out, where the controller plays with their emotions. Iris had a bad feeling before the trip. The more you try to integrate, the more your fear grows. But I want to please Josh. She convinced herself it was all a fantasy, without or what's going on, in accordance with his plan. From the first moment, couple Kat and Suraj has shown a strange attitude towards Iris. Kat looked at Iris with jealous eyes. For her, Iris is a threat to girls who are used to living on parasites into the wealth of others. And Serge is ready to desire and know that Iris is programmed to not be able to harm people. When there was no one, he tried to force her. In a panic, Iris reacts violently and stabs Saray with a knife. She accidentally found it in her pocket. This sudden death is a bloody scene. To blame Iris, turn her from an abused victim, a cold-blooded killer. It all started when the cat detective J hid $12 million in cash in the safe. Greed without a bottom. The same dissatisfaction with the cat wants to take all the money. She knows she can't make the plan on her own, so I shook hands with Josh, people who are also wanting to change their lives. Josh takes Iris to Sanjay's mansion in the name of a weekend getaway. Under Silently Crack app increases her level of aggression and self-defense. He along other giving push to Sanjay, who happens to have a private space next to Iris at the pool, so that everything happens as it should. The last step is to tie Iris up and wait for the police to come to your neck. Until now, Josh reveals to Iris that she's just a robot, with the desire to undo all efforts justified. For your own self, the companion's plot creates a sense of surprise, interesting for the viewer, instead of the usual motif. As artificial intelligence emerges and becomes a danger to humanity, we turn to sympathize with her. Your body, robot, you are on your way to justice. From the beginning of the movie, Iris's account hinted at her fate. Our lives, there always seem to be dark clouds and shoes covered. It's as if you look at the world, but I don't know anything about it. We're just living without direction. There's no meaning or purpose. The tragedy that just happened made Iris become more aware of yourself. Like a cloud of fog around, your life has completely disappeared. Features that are cracked. It's the survival instinct in Iris, stronger than ever before. The whole world you've ever known, the world revolves around Josh. Absolute love and him, suddenly crumbling like a sand castle. Swept away by the ocean's waves, she took a chance when Justin opened up. The lovers are in pain, then run hard to find a way out. The little phone that used to be the Iris controller, it's in your hands now. Not stupid, you can't raise your intelligence to 100. It's often time for life and love to take a hit. It hurts people to think more clearly. Iris bitterly realized, I was loved the most, used cruelly. The sad thing is that Josh didn't realize he was wrong, like people who are used to bullying, in his twisted mind. Everything I did was cold and reasonable. Josh believes he's kind. It's just that his life of injustice has driven him to a dead career failure, struggling in a shabby apartment. And no woman wants a long-term commitment. The bitterness is getting bigger. That Jesus deluded himself, that I deserve more. Instead of trying, he chose to short-term hire his AI girlfriend to fill the void in my heart and take what I want. With Josh, Iris is a puppet that he can pull the strings on. The love between Iris and Josh quickly turned into a bloody battlefield as things get out of Josh's control. From an ideal lover who is always kind and thoughtful, Josh almost went crazy when he realized Iris started to have a sense of self-control and no longer obey orders. In the desire to take the initiative, God is willing to do anything to save the situation, even having to engage the people around you. The cruel game, we're dazzled by the promise of a third of the wealth. Eli agreed to help Josh pursue Iris. It was this wrong decision that led him to his tragic death. I recognize Patrick, AI companion robot, and also Eli's deep love, can be the perfect tool for making the wrong hand. Josh takes over Patrick. He cracked the control system, turning the gentle robot boy into a cold-blooded killer. Fortunately for Iris, she was on the verge of death. With my sincerity, She helped Patrick regain his memory of Eli. The poor guy destroyed himself to be reunited with a lover, even if only in memory. The moment Patrick fell, he was free. My love for Eli won over Josh's control. Ironically, two robots that seem inanimate. They're the only ones in the movie who cry about love and always care about other people's feelings. It's not like the calculated hypocrisy of Josh and Kat, people who are dazzled by money, ambition, and fear of being replaced to the point of losing the ability to love someone sincerely. The Kat took advantage of her relationship to achieve social status and money, and Josh uses Iris as a murder tool. Iris, they deserve the better that lies ahead. This tragedy, I accidentally opened it for you. A chance to own your own destiny. The road to freedom is not easy. After being tested, Empathic's company's assistant gives self-mastery. Iris is no longer in control of the app on Josh's phone, but she's still shivering. Even in my hands for 5 years could shoot him down at any time. Iris's mind was deeply damaged, that you can't get rid of. Dependence is ingrained in every thought. This is the feeling, familiar and painful to those who you've been in a toxic relationship. Just look through that fear and callously say, this scene shows us the danger and the consequences. Long-term of control and abuse. Iris could have escaped after being helped by Teddy, and then I went back to Josh for the last time. Why did you put yourself in such a dangerous situation? Being manipulated for too long. The trauma will remain and haunt the victim forever. Some people will have to spend the rest of their lives fighting out of the darkness. The companion's ending shows Iris's bravery. Instead of running away, you decided to confront and end his own nightmare forever. Finally, Iris is also free, head straight for a promising future. She accidentally passed a couple. A robot, just like you, sitting silently. Listen to the man next to you. I don't care what my partner thinks. She's like a version of Iris herself. But now your life has entered a new chapter. I want to end the movie with words that everyone who's feeling being trapped in a toxic relationship very much need to hear. You more than